Yeah. What's good? What's up? What's up? What's up? How are you guys? I hope you all are doing well. Yes. Welcome to another of my random streams. And listen, I am just so happy that you are here. What's up? Um, yes, I go by Berry White, as in raspberry white. Yes. And my name, aka, yes, I am happy. I don't care where you see me, whose channel you see me on. Happy. This is I. Yes. I hope you all are doing well. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Gore. What's up? How are you? I am doing well. I mean, as well as can be for sure. I cannot pretend as well as can be, you know. Yeah, I don't want to get all sad and stuff, okay? I'm already like sad and stuff. Yeah. Another uncle this month. I lost one in January and I just lost one this month. So preparing for another funeral. So it is what it is. I'm like so but I'm doing way better than I was. I mean, I'm not even you're always gonna be sad. Thing about it is right now I'm trying to chill. Like, I'm just trying to chill. I actually came up here because I had a few things to just basically just get off my chest. Just a few little things. Like one of them was like, businesses and things like that. Like I was trying to set something up in Georgia and it's I don't think it should be that complicated. I'm on the thing of like, well, if you can't do the job, if you're busy, if it's short notice, whatever, you just let people know. Not the string along thing, because I'm one of those people. First of all, I've grown up that way. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if it's where I'm from and the combination of my parents and things like that, how I was raised or not. Um, but certain places, they tend to think they can get over on people because they're like, oh well, you're not from the city. It's a long story. It's a lot of different variables rather. And my thing is, well, I just had this happen. I have so much going on, but I'm trying to focus on not actually. Yes, I am in mourning. I definitely am in mourning. The thing about it is, I'm trying to still do more. And I think, okay, well, the January death actually kind of, I don't want to say set me up, but I feel like, just helped me come a little bit because, as much as that one was expected, as I said, I didn't, okay, I took a break from a lot of, yeah, I feel you on that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Gore. Is busy enough. These YouTube streets are, look, I get it. I absolutely get it. And I appreciate you, Gore, for being here. I totally appreciate that, for sure. I miss you. I'm not even gonna lie because from day one, like, no, I do miss you though. I haven't seen you in so long. How have you been, Gore? How have you been? I'm just running my mouth. How have you been? Let me know. How have you been? It's nice to see you. I appreciate it. I really do. I didn't even think anybody was gonna be here, especially not right away. Because I'm just like so random. I'm just gonna post this. I'm not even gonna change the title of this old what's the name, right? Yeah, I get it. Absolutely. My life is busy. Listen, I feel you on that. Again, I appreciate you being here. Oh my goodness. Shout out to you, boy. Salute to you. Life is great and God is great. Absolutely. All the time. All the time. All the time. Yeah. Oddly enough. Everybody wants to question that all the time. I don't get it. Right? I said awesome, amazing, absolutely great, great, great. all day, every day. And I appreciate that. And you know what? I have to pin this. Okay, so I guess it's gonna be the link in this pin. Okay, like we're gonna pin this. Absolutely. I'm gonna leave this right here. I appreciate that. Yes. Life is great and God is great. Again, so I'm glad. I am so glad that you're doing great. God is great. Yes, I can appreciate that. So that's staying pinned, Gore. If you don't mind, I'm going to keep that pinned. Thank you very much. And thank you for stopping by. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Now I don't know what I was saying in the beginning part of it all. Oh, okay, but I can speak to that as well. So so it's a little bit of whatever I'm going through, right? And I'm glad that, like I said, I don't think it's cool, but I'm feeling like, okay, well, I'm glad that I did have that at the beginning of the year. And I had warning beforehand, we knew it could be this and this and that or whatever because of the type of surgery and all that other stuff. Anyway, not that I explained or talked about any of this earlier in the beginning of the year, however, it happened. So now I have this going on, right? So supposed to be in Georgia and all this stuff. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put my music out. Excuse me. I wanted to play something else because this is how I'm feeling a little bit. So I guess my thing is I have to keep going back and forth because I don't want to session. So let's see. Cocksuckers. This time I'm feeling about it.
It's getting warm outside. Step your game up, DJ.
I'm just saying, this is just one of these songs that is like, that was one of my go-to songs. It's been a while, and I'm glad you're in a good health and do. Thank you. I appreciate that. I can definitely appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yes, I am. I can confirm that I am. I definitely am. Listen, I mean, right now, I'm gonna say, of course, I'm not 100%, but I cannot complain, Gore, at all. I am definitely in the 90 percentile, and I can honestly say I feel that. So I'm definitely in that 90 percentile, When I say 90, I mean exactly 90%. I'm not giving it 91%, but for, some reasons or whatever the case may be, because I, am not 100% who I was then. Not saying that, I don't know. You know what? I'm not even going to get into that. I'm not even going to get into that because I don't want to sound, Anyway, I'm not even going to say sound is because I don't feel like sharing all that info right now at this time. That's all that is. Yeah, I feel you. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. That's kind. I love that. Thank you, Gore. You don't know. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. You know what? I feel that. And that's why it's a 90% and not even a 91. I feel like that is as far as who I was then. Like as far as before, the trauma, whatever. Or should I say the stroke? Because anyway, if you know anything about them, I'm not saying that you don't. I'm just saying in general for anybody that's going to listen to this ever in the future, because I know, but yeah, so, right. So that's how I'm feeling. And I've learned that, listen, I'm not going to let that get in my way. I'm not going to let that stop me from living my life. I haven't, and I don't plan on it at all. Well, that was never the plan. My plan was always get everything done. The quicker the recovery, I'm thinking, okay, well, the long lasting, like not knowing obviously the future, like how could I? These are things you don't know until you're involved. So yeah, I definitely appreciate that. Absolutely. I appreciate it all. So it just is. I don't have any complaints though. My songs are still the same. Okay, I won't complain. Absolutely. I can do everything I couldn't do for them. Well, not I'm not gonna say everything, obviously. But I mean, yeah, I'm living my life. I'm not letting anything stop me, hold me back. I didn't do it then. I was always, and that's another thing. This is why I thank God, because I've always had that relationship for myself at a very young age, not even double digits, very, very young age. And without God, I know I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have made it through it, especially not the way I am now. You got what I'm saying? To still remain the same. Like, I don't think I would have been able to do it like that. Even if I would have relearned all of these things, I don't think my mind would have been in that place of where it is now. Still, positivity and love and everything like that. At the end of the day, yeah, okay. Because my thing is, I believe God is in control. So, absolutely. Yeah, of course, man has the willpower and the strength to do whatever they want to do. However, God says no. That's just it. So, absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. No, but I agree. Absolutely. Because, and this is what I didn't want to talk about. I'm not even going to lie, Gore. Like, I just recently was talking about this, like, in a not so great way. Like, not going into depth and detail or whatever about it that day, like last week. It was brought up because of the picture, that first picture resurfaced, and then the picture that was a shock to me at first when from the what is it called? The Purge, okay? Mind you, I was told, and everybody was told, like, no doxing people, but that picture popped up over there. And it's just like, it could only have been this one person when we discussing whatever. I talked about it already on the show about the thing. However, I didn't know that the thing was what's the name. But again, me and that phone, me pressing buttons and stuff. Yeah, so now it's two pictures, Gore. As of January, it was two. Like, I found out. Okay, right? On the new year, on New Year's Day. Yeah, that I must have accidentally pressed the button, like talking on this phone, laughing and joking. And so there was a picture, and yeah, it was so they doxed me on the Purge at the very end of the Purge, at the very end of it all. Like, yeah. So anyway, that picture, somebody had brought up the pictures or whatever, and I'm just the same person that did it all, right? So I'm just like, but they had to lie. I'm just like, just stop lying. I didn't want to go into so many details on that day, but it's just like, look, if you're even going to be a parent and even try to joke and all that, we're going to treat this the same way as they have been treated for over a year now. Fatty. Who else? Who else? But yeah, they said it was no doxing on the Purge. At the end of the whole thing, at the very end, he comes up with this picture, and not only was it a shock, but I'm like, oh snap, like what the fudge? Because that just so happened that picture was done by somebody, like I said, on Instagram, right? And the bottom line about that part was, it's like we weren't even like on actual, like, the video thing, right? The cameras were off. So that means accidentally I must have pressed it, joking and laughing or whatever. And they had it where, however they had it, but they were taking pictures, obviously. So I didn't know until that day. And I was like, oh, wow. I didn't make a big deal out of it then or anything, you know? But that picture and the first picture, okay, you know that one from JP's channel, that one. It was just last week. I'm like, wow, okay. But what I didn't like about it was he tried to say that he didn't know that I had a stroke, even though he did know. Like, let's be clear, Fatty was the first person to ever see me ever in this space between him and Israel because of that Avengers and the Fatty show, right? And obviously I had to cam up in the back and everything. So anyway, and then he knew then, and regardless of what, they still, he was still doing whatever he was doing with the picture. So yeah. Yeah, I remember. Of course, you remember the first week. And as much as it was like, you know what, drag it. Because, yes, it was horrible. But obviously, my phone cameras were horrible too because those pictures look crazy. So he did the second picture anyway. So he brought up both those pictures, using it, of course, as his like avatar or whatever. And I'm just like, wow. So that was a blast or whatever. Anyway, it was just so crazy. And then he said, oh, well, yeah, that was the. So why does this picture look like this? Even though he done zoomed in and did all this crazy. Look, they're terrible pictures. They're terrible fucking pictures. I don't care. It's like, I don't know. I never denied it was me. I just don't get it. And that's why I don't care. Now, people having their jokes when they bring it up. And I'm not even going to lie. That whole page, I'm like, okay, well, they could have brought up that picture, seen that picture. Because I know that picture, we all know, was spread around. Like, so many people it was sent to, right? So I'm thinking, okay, whatever. Nobody's even joking on that. Because I like to joke, I don't have a problem with it. Right, exactly, Gore. Yeah, because that's where it would happen. Because remember, yeah, and you know what, Gore? That's another thing that popped up recently, right? One picture they tried to say it was her, and they just get mad because she's not going for their drama. You know what I mean? She's just like whatever, and just using their words against them straight like that. I wish I could be like that all the time, but me personally, I'm sorry. I was in the chat, and you know how I am. I'm like, look, we could joke, we could roast, whatever. Let's have a good time. But the thing about it is the lies. I'm sorry. It's sometimes I just can't get over the lies. There's something about it. It's like, look, okay, you posting a picture is one thing, whatever, but tell the truth. He started lying about I was sharing pictures of him. Like, what? When did I share pictures of this motherfucker? Like, just a whole bunch of lies. I'm like, really? Like, he didn't even say last year we were on the porch. Nothing. It's just stupidity. But yeah, I remember those days from the Black House. I miss it so much. I miss the Black House. I don't care what time I woke up, even if it wasn't over there toward the end, nightish or whatever. But I don't care what time it was. I woke up or whatever, did everything. I could come over there and guess what? JP's channel was still rolling. You know what I mean? So it was still morning, even if it was the afternoon. It was always fun over there. Yeah, shout out to the Black House. I love it. Oh, yes. You know what I love, love, love? Flora and JP and Flora. However y'all see it, I love it. Yeah, I am too. Like, I am still subscribed to the Black House, the Streets, the Rumble channel, whatever that one is. I'm still to that. And to Flora's channel, of course. I'm not going to stop. Please. Listen, Black House are my people. And it makes it even better. They do what I've been doing, the purple hearts, like the purple hearts and the black. Obviously, it's always been a black flag, but wait a minute. Come on now, that's my thing. It's always been the purple hearts and the black flag. I don't care. So, look, I'm at home. I love it. Oh, why? What happened, Gore? I know I've been going. I know I haven't been on like that or anything. Like I've stopped. Like just so much stuff's going on. And yeah. But why? Why is that, girl? Let me know. Talk to me. I'm here. I'm listening. I'm reading and comprehending. I had to say that because like along with all that stuff that happened last week, that was one of the things. Like I was visiting other channels, right? And I'm just on there like, listen, you guys need to know how to read and comprehend. You need some comprehension skills. Like, they weren't trying to hear all of that, So I don't know. I just think it's so funny because it's like no matter what a woman does in this space, they always have an issue, especially if she's a Black woman. And yes, in quotation marks, because that's how I would type it out. So that's how I'm going to say it to you guys. Absolutely not. Because if you know, you know. I don't consider myself a Black woman, a Black woman, because Black is a color. I don't subscribe to that bullshit. Do anything for clout and cash outs. Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that for sure. And it works. It absolutely works. Shit. Yeah, they do. They do. I agree. I just feel like it's not my place to always like speak on it just because. But what I don't get about it is then they turn around and want to talk down on somebody else. See, that's my thing. Like if somebody is like coming for me and they got their shit talking and everything, I get that. But if nobody's coming for me or whatever the case may be, I don't have a reason to be coming for them. But like to like just make it your mission to try to make somebody's life miserable and all this crap and talk all this shit is just like, okay. And I say that because last week, I guess when I started doing, I did a couple of lives, right? And when I started back, the first thing I was talking about, Gore, was the fact that, come to find out, it's like 20 to 30 people that will not say my name. Like, they're like, acting like I don't exist. But yet, they started this campaign against me. Like, I just recently found that out. Like, and it's been going on supposedly for months. Mind you, for months, I haven't even been on my channel going live about anything. I did not connect to StreamYard to go live. So that's another thing I don't get. It's like, so you guys are still talking about me, even though I'm not showing up. I've been on vacation. I haven't mentioned any of you guys. It's just so weird to me. Yeah, so. You know what? Yeah, okay, Gore. I'm gonna post that. Like, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, when certain people, yeah, it just comes down to that. Because at the end of the day, they can repeat everything you say. They can find out, oh, well, you're going live. They can find out what you're talking about, this, that, and the third. It's the same thing outside of my life. And this is why I've said it before. When I first started the channel, like, listen, it's a good idea to keep your ideas to yourself. Because I don't care. Like, people will take them. And we see it all the time. They act like you're a friend or this or that, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, they'll take your idea. And when I say verbatim, word for word, they will say the same thing you say. However, now you're not getting whatever, I don't know, respect they think they're getting from these people because you said it. You're the name. However, I was the name in the face before all of that. But it's just like, really, I don't know. To the point that some people actually, they don't even want to acknowledge that I started this channel and I was speaking on it started because of everything that was going on. Like I just said, like last week, all this stuff was just brought up about from over a year ago and about from January, just because it was the first. Things like that. It's just so weird to me. It's like, that's not what I want to talk about. You know what I mean? It's like, you guys are really behind the scenes talking about me. My thing is, everything I had to say about you guys, I said it out loud on my stream, like on my channel and wherever I was at, you know? So what I don't get is, so why? I just don't get it. I just don't understand. And then for a whole group to band together, it's like, how many of you against me? I already told you guys I don't fight. So what are you expecting from me? Especially when you're not saying it to me, but you already know it's going to come back. And the fact that now they figured they told each other on some, they were like, oh, well, you know what we're going to do? Well, we're going to know from now on who told her, because for some reason she keeps finding out about it. Of course I'm going to find out about it because you people aren't like all the way there, apparently. Like, that's what I was thinking, right? But it's like, why? I don't understand it. Especially for somebody that wasn't even here. I could see if I was here and I was bothering somebody, but like I was not even around. So I don't understand that. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know, Gore, for real. But this is what people say all the time. We can lie to ourselves that they want to build a community and find solutions, but at the end of the day, it's all about views, donations, and clout. Yeah, Gore. Yeah, I guess. My thing is, I literally don't go live sometimes because I have a habit of, right before I'm going to go live, I'm going to go check and see who's live. So I see people live, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to go live. Or I just might change my mind just because I'm like, okay, I'm up. I don't think people are going to be up, type of thing. So I know I need to let that go, you know. However, I'm a part of the solution-based group. So I love it over there. You know, I do. Of course, it doesn't matter whose channel you're on. You're not going to agree with everyone. It doesn't matter if it's their channel or not. That has never been the case. If you know me, you know that then from the Black House, from wherever I was ever at, I don't have to agree with you. And what I don't understand is, again, but I was speaking to a few days ago on somebody else's channel, it's like reading and comprehension. So what you can read. Do you know how to comprehend? Because that was the whole thing. My whole point at first on that channel was the comprehension aspect of it. Because you could pronounce a few words, but then again, in today, and I'm going to say this in quotation marks, in today's world, right, the 2024 of it all, because that's my first time like saying that shit. Hell no. I don't say that in my real life at all. Oh, it's 2020. No, I'm not one of those people. But I hear it every day on everybody's show. Oh, it's 2020. Like, who cares? It's like, did you have nothing else to say? That's how I feel about it. Because this has been going on since forever. That's how I feel about it. So you bringing up the year of this means what? Unless you're just trying to put it out there. Oh, the date I said this on that date. Like, as if like for notarized purposes, like, you want this to be a document, maybe a legal document in court one day. I get it. You have to get everything notarized and all these other things, right? Depending on what it is. Copyright it, whatever, right? All these different kind of things you may have to do. Now, my thing is this. As far as just bringing up, oh my gosh, it's 2020. Who cares? Obviously, nobody cares. And I don't know why people think, oh, everything's going to change because the year changed. As far as the way people act. Now, the most important thing is, to me, like, they're not worried about the world is actually changing. Whether people are controlling the weather more often than not, at the end of the day, I don't see why people aren't admitting to themselves that, hello, like, so you don't want to talk about global warming. You don't want to talk about anything as far as our natural resources goes. That's never a purpose. You just want to talk about, oh my gosh, I still can't believe people are saying this year. Like, what? They think that is so amazing. They say, "Oh, it's happening in 2020." I don't want to hear that crap. Me personally, I zone out. It's all blah 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 for me, and I will type that in the chat, and I don't care who's speaking, whatever. It's just the blah 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 blah. I get it. Some people just love to hear themselves talk. I mean, I would too if it was my channel. Like right now, yes, I would love to hear myself talk, as long as it's just right now for the moment. Do you think I want to hear myself on playback talking? I don't. I hate it. I scream. I cringe. I can't even believe it because I swear this doesn't sound the same when I'm listening to it back. What I do appreciate is all the engagement in the chat. Absolutely. Okay. I do appreciate everyone that ever listens. I do appreciate anyone that's ever typed the word in the chat and anyone that's ever clicked the link. That's what I do appreciate, because that's what keeps me engaged. Okay, but hearing myself back talking, no. Mm-mm. I didn't do this for that. And at first coming into it, I can say, yeah, I'm thinking, a bit naive. And I think we all fall short of that at some point, whether it's way younger than me or otherwise, because sometimes we tend to forget, even if it's just for a moment, that not everyone thinks like us. Not everyone is prepared mentally for every subject that may arise, like for every topic, whatever. I'm saying that because this is just on the internet, like us talking. It's nothing else obviously that can happen with us just talking on the internet. So that's what I'm speaking to at the moment. And I just feel like I've been that person, naive. I've been going through this naive because I'm thinking, like, okay, these are a bunch of grown adults. At least we can all agree that. And I'm going to give an example that common sense isn't as common as I thought. That was my number one thing that I was naive about. That I was thinking that people were ready to think logically, first and foremost. That people were ready to tackle the issues presented before them without having to go all the way back to wherever to try to reach for something. And that's the thing I don't appreciate, especially a lot of the times, because a lot of these people are, decorated as far as education goes, right? They say they're so decorated, they're so educated type of thing. Yeah, you're absolutely right. No one is above the messiness of it all. Yeah, messiness does sell. I get it. You're absolutely right. I try not to be messy, I promise. But I'm no better than the next one. But you already knew that. But I literally try. I promise I do. I'm just usually glad that I'm not in the drama. So that was one for me. After all of these, it's just like, really? Yeah, that was so unexpected. But I guess because the whole situation started because, Fatty came over there trying to stand up for his homeboy Lou. After Lou was just talking so much shit about Flora and JP, I was over there in the chaotic clubhouse, Gore, to be more direct, like to be right there with us, because that's where it happened. It's just like, I just didn't understand some people, as grown as they are, and I've seen and I witnessed some of these people that were up there, even though some of them may have came later. At the time, right then and there, I was just talking about Lou because he was just going on, and I just didn't understand that. They say I know Fatty came up there, and then it was just all about me and him. He wants to show the pictures. He wants to lie in the chat, lie in the panel, so many different crap. Lie on me saying I was sharing his pictures. And it's just like, you ain't got a lot of kick it. If you just want to show the pictures, show the pictures. Like, okay, you've been showing them. You've been shown them. What I didn't understand was the fact that, okay, well, we're at the end of June. Like, I don't give a crap. I never did give a crap. So why are you over here telling these people that I gave a crap? I don't understand. I just didn't understand that. I just thought that was really fucking weird. I don't know. I wasn't going to hold on to it or anything. Obviously not, because, listen, People don't understand. I don't know what it is. I think people really thought I was lying when I said I'm chilling. Like, I'm staying in my peace. Like, I'm happy. I don't care if, so what? If I'm yelling, I'm still happy. The next day, I will still talk to you because I'm grown. I understand that. I have what I need and I have what I want. If I want something else, trust me, I can get it. I will work for it. If I don't have it and I really want to, trust me, that is the goal. At the end of the day, is that I'm healthy enough to do what I need to do. Back, to myself, like I said, 90%, baby. And I think people are still upset about it. Listen, that's not my fault. It is not my fault that you don't like me. That sounds like a you problem. Just saying. Shit. And and I want to keep this on the screen so bad, but I'm not going to keep it on the screen because, next time you type something, it's probably going up. Going for sure. All the grandstanding, there are no morals. Well, that goes for a bunch of everything. I'm not going to say, oh, well, that's just people in this space because we all know that's just the internet, everybody, everywhere. For the most part, unless, of course, you see them all team up, then, yeah, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, we say. So that just basically sounds like what I've been saying since the beginning. The whole hypocritical thing. And I get it. And I try not to be one. I do. But I've told you guys from the beginning, when it comes to me, I'm going to point it out. I'm going to let you know, look, I might be hypocritical when it comes to this. And this is why I find myself not agreeing with a lot of things because I don't want to agree with some shit I don't agree with. I'm not going to agree with it just because other people are agreeing with it. And I just find that absurd. But whatever. They can go off. Gore. So what else? Come on, Gore. I'm loving this. This is the comeback for real. I appreciate you. This is what I'd like to see. What's up? Let me know. No, seriously, Leak. Come on, Gore. I'm with you on it. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And that's just how I was raised regardless. So one of the things that stuck with me, right? I'm not going to say I'm perfect about anything because I'm not. So, but you guys knew that already. Okay. That's one thing I'm not going to do. Gore, so tell me, what's up? Like, that is so funny. Okay, so I'm going to start back a little bit. Okay. On something else, maybe. But I'm with whatever topics, just type it in the chat. I could get on that. I could be on that. Okay, cool. Great. Okay, so one thing that's going on is, okay, so I was trying to plan something, right, in Georgia. And basically, I'm not even going to go through it anymore because I'm feeling so much better. But I do want to add that, okay, I wish more people, like, whatever business it is sanitary. If you can't handle it, like, you have something going, oh, it's too short of a notice or whatever, whatever the case may be, just say that. Just be upfront with the customer or potential customer, whatever, right? Just let them know. We already see that you guys like to whatever. This is that and the third, but I get it. So what if you live in a certain state or place? What's good, Sherry Berry? How are you? How are you, Sherry? Oh my gosh, haven't seen you a long time. Do a week recap of what's going on in the usage. Okay. All right. You know what? I can't do that for you, boy. I can do that for you. However, I'm going to need you to type a time in, right? Type a time in. Anywhere from 11:30 a.m. this morning, right? You know what? Look, I don't know. You know what's so funny? Because I'm always the last to know. So if I do know some stuff, it's because I just so happen to be there at one moment. No, don't put that on me, girl, because I do not know. Sherry, what's goody, girl? I love you. Look, click the link. Click the link, Sherry. Okay. I'm gonna charge you, girl. Do it the next show. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I can do it the next show, but when is the next show gonna be? Oh, I didn't tell you, girl. I'm supposed to be doing 30 minutes a day every single day. And as you can tell, I don't know, but I have not been doing it. Like I have missed days upon days. Yes. Yes, I've missed days upon days. However, I mean, I guess you can say I have an excuse because that changed a lot of things. Like I was supposed to be on vacation and all kind of things like this weekend again. So yes, the link is pinned to the top. I'm gonna drop it again for you, Sherry Berry. So go on following. I'm listening to you. You said the next show, and hold on. Hey, Sherry Berry, what's goody? A daily recap, call it a morning tea or whatever. I don't know if I'm gonna call it a morning tea, but I love that, Gore. But okay, so but you said first before we could even get to that though, I have to do a recap of the past week. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do that. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm gonna do it, and you said the next show. So now I have to think about what time I'm gonna do the next show. It's Wednesday, so am I gonna do the next show before 6 o'clock today, or am I gonna do the next show tomorrow? I don't know. But you know what? Yeah, I will do that. Sherry, remember, I'm going to do this, okay? So I need you to. Oh, Sherry, I got you. I'm dropping a link right now. Right now for you. It is in the chat. And pin it again. You want me to pin it again? Okay. I got you. Thank you, Sherry. So, yeah. I think I should do a recap of this week. You know what? I was around for a little bit this past week, so maybe. And no, I'm not going to give any hidden gems or anything like that. Oh, but I will say how I feel about it. You know what? I think I'm going to do it. But you said next show, so that means either way, I'd have to end the show. And Gore, I'm so glad because I have passed my 30 minutes, so I can end this stream whenever I like. What's goody? What's up, Sherry? What are you doing? How have you been? Yeah, that's what's up. I like that. Yeah, because I have to do. Well, I don't have to, but I told myself I was going to do it. But you know what I think it is? I think once I told some other people I was going to do it is when I just was like. So I blame myself. I feel like if I would have never told anybody that I was going to do at least 30 minutes a day, then I would have still been doing it. But anyway, some things happen. Life happens. So yeah, I'm in mourning / better right now. I'm better right now. So that's not even like an obstacle, but yeah, so Georgia, so funny. So yeah, that's what it is. I don't know if you guys know or not. Sherry, you didn't click the link. Sherry, what's up? Let me drop the link. Where are you? I don't know. I'm going to take that off and let's see. So I'm waiting for you, Sherry. In the meantime, oh, guys, I have a wrap. I have a few things that I have been just taking notes on, like I usually do. Stuff pops in my head. And because of said everything I was talking about in the beginning, I kind of write things down more than I used to. Only because, like, I know I want to do something, so I don't want to forget. Yeah, my short-term memory loss is you know what? Funny, right? Because I usually say the word. That's my favorite curse word. Oh my gosh. Okie dokie. I don't know. I don't know. Is that the right link? Let's see. Let me see. Oh, that might have been the wrong link. Is that the same? Oh, that's why. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm tripping. So I'm going to delete that. Yes, Sherry, this is the one. That one at the top is. Oh my goodness. Let me go all the way. Let me delete that stuff. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. First of all, we have to hide this. And I need to delete it. Because that is the wrong thing. Goodness, look at me. I'm rusty, guys. I am so rusty. That's another reason why I knew I just had to. Oh gosh, Sherry, yeah, that was the wrong link. This is the link. If you're still here, the link is now in the chat. It's pinned at the top, hopefully. That was the wrong link. Crazy. That might have been the link from the last time. Yeah, I need to work on it. I really need to work on it. And I think I will come back. Even if it's just like in a half an hour or so. Yeah, because there are a few things I wanted to talk about. But I do want to end this video here. Sherry, hopefully you're out there. I'm going to wait a few minutes though, because I want to see if Sherry's coming through. If she is, so I'm going to mute and just hold on next second for me. But I can still see you guys if you click the link in or type in the chat, and we can still converse. No problem, guys. Thank you. Sherry, if you're here, the new link is in the chat. Okay? I'm on mute for now. Like, just guys, type anything you want in the chat, and I will respond. Let me know and or click the link. Thanks. So I'm waiting still. Yeah. Sherry, already. I'm gonna be back about 11:30. So that's a little less than 29 minutes from now. So I don't know if I pop up at 11:20. Do not hold it against me, okay? Y'all just pop on over here at about 11:30. Okay. All right, guys. So thanks. Sherry, I waited for you. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys in a short few. Okay? It's all my time. All right. Shout out to you, Gore. Shout out to every one of you guys that are listening. All right. Shout out to you, Sherry. Shout out to everybody that put a comment in the chat. Thank you. I appreciate you all.